before you watch this video, make sure you go down to the bottom of this page, hit that notification button so you can get all of our videos as soon as they pop up. Also, hit that subscribe and that like button. Come on in, baby. We got a lot to talk about. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another episode of True Talk on the Couch. I am your host, Ralph Cunningham, and this is my co-host, Ezra Cunningham, a.k.a. the Black Butterfly, a.k.a. the Blind Poet, if you didn't know it. Today, we got a lot of things to talk about. What you think, E? You think we got a lot to talk about today?
I think we got some good things to talk about, something they enjoy.
I know they're going to enjoy this today. Yeah, okay, first off, I want to start off by asking everybody to make sure you hit that notification bell, hit that like screen, and make sure you subscribe to us, baby, because it only gets better from here.
That's right.
Today, we're going to hit a few things right off the bat, just in case people didn't know. The whole thing about Trump not wanting transgender people to be into the military kind of sends a little weirdness through me, because he doesn't want them in the military because they're a distraction, and the insurance thing, you know, it's about like $1 something million to $2.5 million a year on transgenders. But the military spends 5 times that amount, count it, 5 times that amount on Viagra. So what are we fighting?
That's a good one. Yeah, really.
Viagra.
YouTubers, what do you think about
What you
that?
think?
You know, let us know about that. What do you feel about that? You know, matter of fact, when you email us, you know, we'll definitely put your comments on here. We'll give you a shout out by name and everything.
Oh yes, that's True Talk on the Couch at yahoo.com. Yeah, so, you know, what have you been looking up, man?
Well, actually, I've been looking up the story about Missy Misdemeanor Elliott.
Oh.
You all know her. She's the one that came out with her first album, Super Duper Fly. She is a platinum artist, producer, writer, singer, rapper. Sold over 30 million albums to date.
Don't forget to add movies. She was in Glitter.
Oh yeah, she was.
Or was
she
it
did
Honey?
Was it
It was one of them movies.
Honey with Glitter or something? But I think Mariah was in it though. Was it?
And The Brat, right?
Some, I don't know. But you know, what's going on with her right now is that in her town of Portsmouth, Virginia, they have a Confederate Monument there. And they want to get rid of it, and they want to make a statue of Missy Elliott. And what they're doing right now is they have like 11,000 names, and they have it on this petition, but they need 4,000 more so it can be 15,000, and they're going to send it to the government. And they say with this petition, it will flip it and reverse it, quoting one of her songs, which I truly think is about the dumbest thing that you would want to do, since you want the government to take you seriously.
Yep.
You know, just talk about the things that she's done, maybe for the community or whatever. You know, don't bring up nothing like that, because I mean, that song has nothing to do with the statue, and it just seems kind of ridiculous. I don't know, that's just me. I think it's dumb. But this is what's going on in Portsmouth, Virginia, as we speak. Like I said, the last count was 11,000, and they're trying to get 15,000. Do you think they're going to make it?
They could possibly make it. I mean, it's Missy Elliott. I don't know, me personally, like I think it's going to be a statue of Missy Elliott in your town. So you're gonna have to ride or walk past that statue every day. Are you willing to look at that every day?
How
I
big
mean,
is that
nothing's
gonna
wrong
be?
with
You know,
Missy
okay,
Elliott
'cause-
as a as a person to look at, but I mean, hell, I think it'd probably be better to look at her than those Confederate statues anyway. So,
yeah.
me personally, it wouldn't be bad. But what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how big do you think that would be? I mean,
I don't know. She's only 5'2".
but it'll probably be that tall because it's Missy Elliott, though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because
probably
she's
so.
black, she's Missy Elliott, that 5'2" statue, sitting on a soapbox with her feet dangling. And
I didn't know that she was born in 1971. She's pretty old. She's up there.
yeah,
I didn't know that. I mean,
black people, we don't get old, we age like fine wine.
Oh, yeah.
So, speaking of Confederates, here in the good old state of Indiana, Indianapolis, they have a Confederate monument that's up there, a statue, where I guess over the weekend they caught someone outside of the statue, hit it with a hammer, trying to break it up. I say A+ to you, and they're upset about it. They were so upset that they put a fence around it, and one of the, I guess, people who loved the Confederate ways was sitting there with his AK-47 ready to protect that statue at all costs. What do you think about that?
I think that's really ridiculous once again. Wasn't that in Garfield Park, I think, in Indianapolis? I would have really loved to seen how he was wailing on that that statue with that hammer just going to town.
I was watching it as they were showing it because they didn't know who it was. And I was like laughing, and I was happy that he was doing it because to me, come on, you got, in this day and age, you got people that are standing there trying to protect something like that with an AK-47. Where does that even remotely make sense, people? Where does that make sense that this is something that should be protected at all costs? I mean, and he's going to stay there, and he's going to watch it. He's going to make sure that when they do remove this statue, that they're not going to tear it down, that they're going to put it in a museum. And if they don't, he's going to make sure that he tells everybody. So we hope, Hillbilly Jim, that you let everybody know what they did with your statue.
Boy, he's angry.
He's very angry.
He's very mad.
And when people get pushed in the corner, and they get angry, they get mad.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Couldn't have been a black guy with an AK-47.
Not just sitting out there like
Not
that.
sitting outside, and they showed it on the news.
They'd have had snipers. They'd
have shot him. They'd have shot him.
have
And they'd have shot him. So what you guys think about that, YouTube? What do you think about that? True Talk on the Couch at yahoo.com. Would they have not shot the black guy if he'd have stood out there with a BB gun?
They did that in Cleveland.
They did that everywhere. They do that now, and people are just walking down the street with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But this white guy sitting up there with an AK gets on the news and nothing happens. Home of the brave, right? Land of the free. As long as you ain't black. So, what else did you want to talk about today, man? There's so many subjects that we could talk about. One thing that tripped me out is Donald Trump gave a rally. And where was that rally at? Do you remember where that rally was?
That was in Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking, and I was noticing in the crowd that it was one, maybe two, but there was one in particular, black guy, that was sitting right about there from Donald Trump, and he was holding a sign that said blacks for Trump. Do you have any information on this guy?
Well, one thing for sure is that we know that he calls himself Michael the Black Man.
Michael the Black Man.
Yes.
Well, you can most definitely tell that he was the black man.
He is for Trump. He has done protests against people like Obama, calling him the Beast.
That's true.
As well as Hillary Clinton, as he refers to her as the Ku Klux Klan.
She does have ties.
And Oprah Winfrey as the devil.
Well, the jury's out on that one, but it could be close.
Interesting. Interesting about him, though, Michael the Black Man really isn't his name.
No.
It's actually Morris.
Like Morris Day?
I guess so, Morris Day at a time. And he actually was in a black religious cult with their leader being Yahweh ben Yahweh. Not making this up. You can actually look this up, YouTubers.
Exactly, yes.
And actually, Yahweh ben Yahweh was the leader and went to prison for 11 years for stabbing somebody.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't that religious sect or cult, wasn't it like supposed to be like one of the most, like they hated everybody. It's supposed to be like one of the, like hate crime for blacks and everything like that. They ain't like...
They didn't like nobody unless you were like black as well as Latino. It was like uniting them, even though the people that were in this religious cult were supposed to be black Hebrews. So
black Israelites, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
So what about him though? What is so suspicious about this guy? Other than what is the weirdest thing is that they had him right behind Donald Trump, and he was holding that sign up, and to me that just seemed like a plant there.
Yeah.
Like they planted them there. I mean seriously, people, you know as well as I do that there's just no way that this guy who once hated white folks now loves Trump and sat right behind Donald Trump. There's no way that goes on. There's just no way that he just happened to be able to sit there. They know who they sit wherever and I believe that they saw him, a black guy, and they were surprised for one in Phoenix, Arizona, and for at a Trump rally with blacks love Trump. Come on now, seriously. Out of all the white folks up in there, come on, I don't believe that. I just don't believe that he wasn't specifically pointed out and sat right there.
Yeah, definitely. I think, like I said, that to me is just very, very weird. You know, you really aren't in the mood to be around white people, and you feeling this way about them. And I mean, he wasn't just feeling that way about white people. Like I said, you know, he mentioned Obama, you know, as being the beast. He also mentioned, you know, about, you know, his views are that white people weren't slave owners, that Cherokee Indians were slave owners.
Okay.
That was something that he believes in. He has a lot of things that he believes in. Many people would say, you know, a lot of it's conspiracy theories. You know, that he's one of those. And the funny thing about it is that many sources have tried to get in touch with the White House to talk to them about Michael, the Black Man, which he calls himself, and they won't comment about him. They won't talk about him at all. Why?
I don't know. You know,
that doesn't make sense.
It don't make no sense at all. And like I said, I'm quite for sure they know who the Black Man is. Akon says that he is a sellout. One of the blackest men besides Wesley Snipes. So I just want you guys to let us know what you think about that. Is Michael the black man a sellout? Do you think he's a sellout for being a Trump supporter, sitting behind Trump, rallying for the Trump ways? What do you guys think? True Talk on the Couch at yahoo.com. Let us know, you know. And that's going to be something. I'm dumbfounded about it, but that's something else.
Michael the black man.
The black man,
Calls him.
Okay, so what we are, or where we are at right now, is a part of a show that we're going to have every episode, and that is our dirtbag of the week. And our dirtbag of this week is Ezekiel Elliott. Thumbs up to you, man, for being the dirtbag of the week. You're on suspension, and instead of going to get some type of help and counseling, you're out there on your boat partying up and really not taking responsibility for your actions. So thumbs up to you, dirtbag, and thumbs up to the Dallas Cowboys for employing such a dirtbag like you.
Very much so.
Yeah,
You suck.
very much so. What do you have to say?
Well, on a funnier note, just found out that a man that he took the last jab at his at a Philadelphia Eagles team. He said that his dying wish is that 8 of the Philadelphia Eagle players would be his pallbearers, so they can let him down once again.
Yeah,
That's funny.
that's very funny. Pats Nation, don't get it twisted. This is that Brady, you know what I'm saying? So, let us know what team you guys are rooting for. Also, we want you guys to hit that like, subscribe, and notification button so that every time you'll get our videos every time we load one up.
That's right.
So, I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy schedule to look at us, to listen to us, and to be a part of the True Talk on the Couch viewers. And thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a good one.
What you doing, little boy? What you doing? Don't push me off, please. Never!